Hey class, everybody bear with me this week. Working through the end of a short sickness, so still dealing with some congestion and some cough. So if you notice any of that, bear with me. My name's Jonathan Lobb. I currently live in Richmond, Kentucky. I work as a systems administrator for a locally owned financial institution that has 20 to 25 branches and loan production offices across the states of Kentucky and Ohio. Um, Prior to entering this role, I spent 7 years post undergrad in the leadership space in various industries. Started out in retail, made the transition into consumer finance, and then into banking, and then finally manufacturing. Um, November of 2022, I made the decision after 7 years of dedication to the growth and development and leadership of others to step away from the leadership side. I, Leading through COVID was very difficult, especially in the banking industry with a lot of things changing with the way things were done and the way you service customers. The particular department that I managed virtually handled drive-through transactions. And when we went through a lot of the shutdowns of in-person business, a lot of that workload was transitioned to my department. So for those couple of years there, it was pretty difficult. Kind of found myself burnout, not able to give to the extent that I thought was necessary, and to the extent that the people that worked for me deserved. So decided to transition away, stepped into the IT space in November of 2022, which is where I currently am now. Currently looking to transition into the aviation industry, specifically in a safety aspect and a safety role. So from a work history and what I'm looking to do in the short term, that's kind of where I am currently. Education wise, I completed my bachelor's degree in business administration with an emphasis in economics. Completed that in 2015 at Camels University. Completed some coursework for my MBA at the University of Dayton. Made the decision that the passion for banking and the passion for retail and leadership in those industries just wasn't there for me. Always had an interest in aviation. Always something I've been passionate about since I was a teenager, flying and reading the flying magazines at the airport. So made the decision in 2019 to pursue a career in aviation. So that was kind of my segue into where we are today. Completed my master's degree in aeronautics with an emphasis in aviation safety in July of 2023. And then this is my first course at Liberty to pursue my degree or my doctorate degree in aviation, which I'm both very excited and very anxious about at the same time. So, from an aviation standpoint, the first step I took was to start training on the flying side. So, began private pilot training in 2019. I completed my private pilot certificate in February of 20. Transitioned immediately into the instrument rating, which February of 20 is right before the pandemic really hit everywhere. So timeline, the way I wanted that to go didn't really work out. Did a lot of solo time, a lot of time building, didn't do a lot of flight training for a couple years, but picked back up in early 2022 on my instrument rating and completed that in September of 22. A lot of speaking with my wife and kind of deciding where we wanted to go from there, and made the decision to go ahead and pursue my commercial rating, which I began in early 23, and then completed that in October of 2023. And currently, from the flying side, I am pursuing my certified flight instructor certificate currently. Outside of work, flight training, education. I've had a relationship with Christ since a very young age. Something that's very appealing to me about Liberty is the integration of faith into the coursework. Had a lot of that at Camelsville, not as much at Dayton, and then none at all when I was at Embry-Riddle. So very excited to kind of get back into that integration between faith and coursework at Liberty. It will be very normal for me based on where I did my undergrad. So met my wife in 2015. We dated for several years and got married in 2022. We have a beautiful 4-year-old daughter. Her name is Lara. She keeps me very busy. I joke with people that she makes me old and very young at the same time. So by far the biggest blessing I've ever received in my life, and a big part of the motivation that I have to really succeed and be the best example, of what a father should be, and what type of person that I want her to be as she gets older. I look forward to sharing the course with each of you. If anyone ever needs anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. Based on research and what I've read thus far in our textbook, it's going to be a very long, sometimes a very difficult journey. So whether it be a question that you have that you'd like to ask about coursework or aviation in general, or if you just need to talk to somebody who may be going through something very similar that you may be, don't ever hesitate to reach out. I know the doctoral journey is going to be long, but I think if we all stick together and rely on one another, I think we can really help each other push through to the finish line. But it's a little bit about me, and I look forward to sharing the course with each of you.